Hello, you guys. I am just getting us set up on YouTube and getting in our panelists. Just going to pull on Shara here and Emily. We are live, you guys, already. Hello,
Good
hello.
morning.
We are live and let's see. I have to turn off the volume on YouTube. That's the part that's kind of hard. Like I have to turn off the volume on YouTube so I can see the chat. Okay. I think, is Asia coming as well? And Julie, I can't remember.
Yeah.
Awesome. So good. Hey guys, welcome to day 2 of the Design Suite Summit. We're super excited to have you here. I can see a bunch of you joining us live on YouTube right now. If you don't mind already liking this video, like if you're on YouTube, that helps a lot so that other people can find it. That would be awesome. Hello, Anne. Hi, Angela. Hi, Michelle. We do have a giveaway at the end of this live, and I can't remember what it is. So Sarah will tell me on Slack, so to make sure. But just so you know, we are doing a giveaway here at the end of this session. And we are going to do a Never Have I Ever game. Now, I haven't quite decided how we're going to do this, you guys. So I have all the Never Have I Evers right here. You're welcome. They won't expose you at all. But we can either do a raise a hand or should we all get like a color piece of paper or something? I feel like we need something that's very like never have I ever, and you raise your hand so that whoever really hasn't done it yet, it's very funny. Do we have anything? Unmute for a second. Let's figure something out. I'm bringing Asia on right now.
I went through that list already, like all the ones that Sarah sent us.
Yes.
And I'm telling you, there's nothing to report.
You're as boring as it
I've done
gets.
it all.
Wait a
there
minute.
was something like
Lisa
just
got
a
the
couple
list
that
already? I don't know
never
what's
have
on
I
the list.
ever.
Oh, you're like that's the problem, Emily. Since you're not on the team, you don't have the secret list.
I didn't look at it either.
Everybody but
I
me
didn't
has the
look at
list.
it.
Oh, apparently
I have the
Lisa,
list,
only
but I didn't.
Lisa, and she's saying that she's as boring as it gets. So that's amazing.
There's a few, but yeah, I think some of the one just the I don't know. I'm pretty much an open book, but there's a lot of these like just I'll let you do your thing, but yeah.
Okay, here's what I want you guys to do. Can everyone go grab? Do you have like an 8.5 by 11 paper that's colored? Like, grab one of those. I'm gonna grab pink since I'm wearing pink today. That way, it's just like really obvious. Yes, I'm just like we're all designers. There should be paper in our rooms, right?
Okay, I'm gonna have to get some.
Okay, go, Shar, go.
Actually, I'll just hold up this. Can I hold this up?
It seems very tiny compared. Look at mine.
Okay. Okay. Okay,
Asia
fine.
got an entire pack.
I know.
I got a
Asia's
whole
gonna
stack
hand
of
it to you
paper.
through the screen. She has to open it up. That's so
Well,
funny.
it's open. It just is like split it on one side.
So funny. Hello, you guys. Hi, Amy and Steph, Deborah, Callie, Christine, Kathy. Hello, you guys. Mona, Erica, Rebecca, Tiffany. Hi, Michelle. Hi, Barbara. So good to see you. Nikki, Mary. You guys, we're so happy to have you guys hanging out with us live. If you can go ahead and like the YouTube video so that more people can see it and they'll come on, that would be incredible and awesome. And does everyone have a paper now? Julie still hasn't come on yet. Never have I ever.
I'll go lighter green since mine's really close to Emily's.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, we really want to have different colors. Oh, Julie, you're in the car. Wait, Julie, were you supposed to be on this live? Maybe you're not supposed to be.
Yes, I'm in my house right now. So, but I had to take my son. So I'm coming in right now.
Okay, awesome.
But I just want to pop on my phone.
Okay.
So maybe Julie can just honk her horn every time she needs to answer never have I ever.
That'll be funny. I'll
What
be
is
right.
Star doing?
So good. Okay, before we get started with this very exclusive list of Never Have I Ever, I'm going to give you guys announcements for the day. Okay, so officially 4 minutes ago, design day 2 of the Sweet Life Summit presentations went live. There are 9 more presentations. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, 9 more presentations today. There is one that I did on marketing simplified for creatives. It's a framework, so I think you guys will enjoy that. Lisa, you want to raise your hand and wave so everyone knows who you are. Lisa is doing one called Posh Prints, creating a designer dog bandana from start to finish. So it's design related. I think you guys will love it. Julie, whose screen is off at this moment, is creating a sweet pop-up birthday card. Okay, so hang out with her for that. Natalie Bardot has an amazing presentation on how to create products that sell out with Pinterest. Dara is doing perfectionism, a blessing or a curse for the creative. So she's going to do some mindset work with you guys. Andy Stanfield is going to be doing monochromatic magic, creating sweet designs with a limited palette. Bonnie Wiscombe will be doing Take Your Business Audience from Curious to Customer. Michelle Price, a flower garden gift box. And Patrick Alley, who is with Siser, is going to be doing Design, Print, and Profit, Mastering DTF, and Stickers. Now, I know that Emily and Asia also have presentations. I can't remember if Shara, you do. I don't think so. Shara just came to join us. Will you guys tell us your guys' presentations and remind me, do they come out tomorrow?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, awesome. Emily, will you talk about what you're going to be talking about tomorrow?
I have it right here actually. Thankfully. Mine's tomorrow, and I am doing sorry, drop that. Earrings using vinyl and resin.
So cool.
And I show you how to design the how to adjust an existing design to, here's the other one, um, to make it work. And then I had this card that I've set up that you can put the earrings inside to make it easy giftable.
So adorable. Do you
And
you show them how to make that shadow box card too?
no, the earrings is the lesson, but this was the card was the all access.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. So those of you who have the all access pass, you also get that card to design, so or to cut and make. That's so awesome. Asia, do you want to talk about yours?
Yeah, I am doing Procreate for SVGs. So I'm going to teach you how to draw in Procreate for creating SVGs, what kind of brushes to use, and that type of a thing. And we're going to draw a cute little sweet cupcake and turn it into an SVG and cut it out. So I was looking to see if I had it on my desk, but apparently I put it away. So I was going to show you guys, but I don't have it on my desk.
Awesome. Thank you, Asia. Asia's of our coaches, she does the Procreate thing so well. So like she's helping our designers all the time in Procreate. We don't have dedicated classes to Procreate, mostly because not everybody has an iPad. Most of our coursework is in the Adobe suite, but you know, we'll dig in with you on Procreate if you need it. So it's really fun. Okay, so we have this 8 o'clock session. We're so excited that you guys are here. Hi, Jana. Hi, Erica. Hi, Emma. Oh my gosh. Hi, Jamie. Jamie White is actually one of our faculty members at the University of Arts and Design. We love that. Hi, Kathy. So many of you guys here. So cute. Hi, Pam. So we also have a 2 o'clock session, 2 o'clock Mountain Standard Time, a 4 o'clock Eastern time, and that is going to be a book club panel. And I think you guys will really, really love that. Then we have something special tonight. So if you have a free ticket, you're watching this, you're on YouTube and you don't have a ticket, you do need to get a ticket in order to get the Zoom link for this. So, oh, are you having trouble with audio, Julie? You might have to go back out and in again. I don't know what's going on. We have a bonus live 90-minute design boot camp tonight at 6 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. I know that is a little late for some of you. The goal is to go 90 minutes, but I will stay as long as you guys have questions. Design Boot Camp really is a 5-day experience, and we have one next week. Many of you are signed up for, and we're really excited for you guys to come. We have a really awesome, very big group for Design Boot Camp next week. But if you want to come to this is kind of a little precursor to next week. I will open up Design Suite and tell you guys about it. Most people don't know about it because we keep it under wraps under a design boot camp. So if you wanted to know about, what we really do in our Design Suite program, I will be talking about it tonight. The main thing is I tell you guys how I figured out how to go from like 0 to profitability. And you'll be able to use that lesson in your own design or creative career. Okay. Furthermore, everyone who comes to that, we are giving away a $99 digital product to all of you. So you must be live to attend. We will not be sending it out any other way. So you have to be there in order to get the code. It will be open for a very short amount of time, just during that design boot camp, so that you can grab it. Okay. I think that is all the announcements for today. If you have not asked questions or you have things you want to talk about, go to the event community. You should have links to the event community directly in your emails. So go check that out. We'll also try to send you some updates today, and should be fun. Finally, if you're not subscribed to this channel, please do, because not only do we do stuff this week and it's crazy and fun, but we have a huge schedule of live things going out in the next 3 weeks or so. So we have a lot of live things happening here on YouTube, and you're going to want to subscribe to see what's going on. Okay. All right. Are we ready for Never Have I Ever? I think before we do, I was going to say, before we do it, I do think we need to introduce everybody, because I think this will be really good. So Shara, do you want to kick us off and tell everyone who you are?
Sure. So I am Shara Morton, and I am a design coach for Karina in Design Suite, and love my job. And I also really love to do 3D SVGs. That's my thing.
Yeah. Shara actually, so not only is she a coach for me, and she did the Design Suite program, she owns a great profitable business. She is working on her Master's of Fine Arts right now as well at the University of Arts and Design. We're
Yes.
super excited.
Yeah.
So super excited to have her. Emily.
I'm Emily Harper Fish. I have been was part of Design Suite for many years. I guess I'm now an alumni of Design Suite because I am also working on my Master's of Fine Arts at the university. In fact, I'm hoping to finish my assignments today.
I was like, end of semester, you guys, is next week.
Yeah.
So also I have a monstrous amount of grading. Like, I'm like, oh my gosh, why did I plan all these things at end of semester?
Yeah. And my business is Harper & Co., and that's the letter NCO. It's actually my children's initials. And I enjoy also designing SVGs, a lot of 3D stuff as well. And yeah.
Yeah, it's great. And she's giving you guys a great ice cream earring. I think this is such a cute project.
And you can find my SVGs in my Etsy shop, but also in the Silhouette shop.
Yeah, so good. Lisa.
Okay, I am Lisa Baldwin, and I have been with Design Suite and with Karina for, oh my gosh, it seems like a lifetime. But
it's almost 4 years. It'll be 4 years in like September.
September will be 4 years. So it has been a wild ride. I'm telling you, it's been worth every minute of it. So so first of all, if you can't tell by my wallpaper, I love dogs and I love coffee. So sorry, that's my pen cap. But that's my passion. So everything usually when I'm creating has to do with dogs and coffee. So I am launching a dog bandana business. So that is a new venture for me. So that is underway. And so for this event, not only am I launching that, but I'm also I do a lot of SVGs and things for Silhouette. So the freebies are some SVGs and then also a repeat pattern for the all access. So yeah, so that's what I do. I just love everything about design. So my brain just doesn't turn off. So that's me.
So good. Thank you so much, Lisa. Asia.
Hey everybody, I am Asia Fillmore and I'm also one of the Design Suite coaches, and I design a lot of like stationery products, SVGs, crafting files, that type of a thing. I come from the crafting industry background, designing for that, and I love florals. So if you see a lot of my stuff, it's going to be very floral heavy. I'm the resident floral girl. I take after Karina, I guess, because she also does a lot of florals. But so that's what I do. I do a lot of my drawings in Procreate. I really love that program. It is just one of those things that I've picked up, and then I've just absolutely loved drawing in there. I do like go back and forth between all of the Adobe programs and Procreate for all of the different designs and things that I do. But yeah, so that's a little bit about me. I've been designing for the last, what, say
Long
10,
time.
10
Yeah, I was gonna
years.
say, and she really kind of undercuts like her contribution to the crafting industry, but she literally works for some pretty big scrapbooking companies, you guys. So Asia is well versed in the crafting industry, so we love having her here, and she's a great coach. So, and then finally we got Julie. No honking any horns, Julie.
I
Wait,
know.
I'm like, oh, your audio's working. Yay!
Yay, I'm sorry. We had some hiccups this morning with getting my son to school, so sorry about that. But yes, I'm Julie Thompson. I am also a design coach here at Karina Gardner Inc., which I love. I um, started off in the program like
3 years ago?
3 or something years
Yeah,
ago.
you're
Yeah, something like that.
January. Yeah.
Absolutely loved it, and I love being a part of this team because it's just an awesome team. As you can see, these ladies are amazing. Um, but yes, I mostly design SVGs and cut files and things like that. That's I love creating different designs. I love typography. I love all that. I'm a mom of four, and I also love baking. I'm a pastry chef on the other side. So I love baking and cooking and everything like that. So yeah. And today my class is part of the section. So it's the card. No, I don't thought I did. Anyway, but it's a cute little sweet pop-up type birthday card.
Is it like you open it up and it pops up?
It like kind of, it's like the Z fold where I thought I had it here.
I know. I love Julie looking around because like that's the way I am. I feel like my stuff is like in a bin
It's
over
like
there.
over here. I was like videoing and doing stuff, and then it goes in the stash after I get done. So
Yeah.
No worries. So we're gonna play Never Have I Ever, you guys. So this will be fun. You're gonna hold up your paper wait, I'm gonna have to think about this because I'm used to doing that. Have you guys played this before? I'm used to playing it in a circle with a bunch of teenagers. And so you sit down and then someone gets in the middle and they say, never have I ever, and it's something they've never done. So like, never have I ever walked across the street. I mean, everyone's done that, I hope. But then everybody who has done that gets up and runs to find another seat, like musical chairs. And then there's one person who gets left and they get stuck in the middle. Does that make sense?
That is
No.
not at all how I've ever played this game before.
Oh, tell us how you played, Emily.
Shots. I only knew this as a drinking game in college.
Oh
Sorry.
my gosh. That's so good. So if you have never
I
done
was
that
unsure
thing,
how
you
you were
take the
going to
shot.
do this. I
Yeah,
was
I was like,
unsure, a drink. I was unsure how you were doing this.
8 a.m. in the morning.
Emily's like, I got my drinks. What are we doing?
She's like, the bourbon's right here, the tequila's right here. I'm ready, Karina.
Now, I should have, I have a coffee cup that says this might be vodka.
Love it.
And I
She goes,
probably should have grabbed that this morning.
so good. Okay, so I think we're gonna play if you have never done that thing. No, if you have done that thing. I'm trying to decide which way do we go to hold up the
I
paper.
think if we have done it, we have to hold our cards up.
Okay. Okay. So if you have done it, you hold up the card. So if you are absent a card, then you are gonna talk to us. Yeah, you've never done the thing. Okay. And I think this will encourage some storytelling because I'm curious to see what you guys have done. Okay. Um, Never have I ever used my craft supplies as an excuse to avoid cleaning. That means that, right? All of you guys have used it as an excuse to avoid cleaning. I had to think about that one for a second. I was just like, oh, yeah. Okay, yeah, I have. Anybody have a story on that? Or is that just a daily thing around here?
That's just life, isn't it? Isn't that kind of what we do every day?
I claim it as work. I'm working because that's what
Right.
I do for a living. So I'm like, I'm working. I can't do that.
Well, yeah.
That's what I say too. I'm like, I'm working. This is very busy, hard work. So, just don't mind me over here crafting on the Mark II. So,
Well, sometimes, I just end up like overflowing crafting into like the kitchen and other parts of the house. And then it's just like, oh, no, I'm still working on that.
It
I
just
love
works for me.
Okay, here's our next one. Never have I ever started a project and never finished it. Oh gosh.
Where
We
have I
don't
ever finished it?
You finished every single
Oh,
project you've ever
I
done?
thought you meant the opposite. Yeah. I'm like, I do that all the time.
I'm like, Julie is the
Pretty much every day.
winner.
I was gonna say,
No.
you finished
Sorry.
everything?
Here's the funny thing. I would say I could almost do that because like I am the queen of finishing all my stuff. But I went through this weird phase when the kids were like 12, no, 10 or 11, like Sear was 10, Fliss was like 7, where I was doing a lot of sewing and they would outgrow things before I finished the sewing project. And so I would quit halfway through. I'd just be like, well, that's done. I'm not going to finish it. I think I have like several like 10 and 8-year-old or 7-year-old like half done dresses. I have a lot of those during that time period.
I have one on I just picked it up this morning because I was kind of like rearranging stuff and I'm like, oh my gosh, she's 9 now. I made it when she was 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I'm scared. I should just go
I just
downstairs
finished
and
it.
throw all of those away. You just barely finished it?
Well, so I did it, but the little strap right here, I didn't catch the little like I made like my own bias tape type of thing on it, and it just missed it. So I had to re-sew it. So my daughter-in-law gave it back to me, and then when I was organizing and looking at stuff, I found this dress, and I'm like, oh my. So I sewed it the other day, and now it's sitting there, and I'm like, I wonder if it'll fit the younger one. She's 7.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I inherited unfinished work from a friend who passed, and she was an older friend, and her daughter and I also are friends and everything. And when I inherited all this a ton of craft supplies, I also inherited the unfinished box of things that they needed finished. So I actually spent a couple months finishing things for them.
That is really nice of you.
Here it is.
Oh, that
Oh,
turned out
that's
so
so
cute.
cute.
All
That's
it was this
adorable.
little piece right here. I had missed, I didn't catch it, so I had to re-sew this whole thing. But this is what I think it'll fit the little one now. So
It's
otherwise,
so
I'm going to
cute.
send it to Sarah so she can give it to one of her granddaughters because she's got like
Oh, and by
a
the way, you
whole
guys,
team full now.
Sarah's daughter had her baby.
Oh,
So,
Last
yay!
night.
Yeah.
So cute. I saw a picture
Yeah.
this morning. So cute. So anyway,
Yeah.
I'm sure she's tired because I think she's had the grandbabies this whole time. I was gonna ask a question to one. Oh no, I was gonna read. Pam said in the comments, I have a water bottle that says probably not water. I was like, oh, that's good. I love it. Amy
I was
says,
gonna I was gonna change my put on my water bottle. This might be vodka. And then every time I went into the high school to pick up my kids, take that with me. My kids are like, that's not funny. And I'm like, yeah, it is.
I love it. Amy says, I have a timeout bin for projects that don't behave. I bring them out on occasion, try again, and if they behave, I finish. If not, they go back into timeout.
I
Love
like that.
that. That's
I like that.
perfect.
Now that
I
would
need one
be,
of those.
yeah, I would have a lot in
Just
timeout.
need a
Like,
break.
Barbara, Sarah had a baby girl. They only make girls in her family. It's girls, 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 girls. If you guys go back and watch the last three? Have we done three? Yeah, Tuesday night. Yesterday we did two lives. Like, yeah. So she explains that they only know how to have girls at her family.
It was
Okay,
yesterday morning.
oh, was it yesterday morning
Yesterday
that we were
morning.
talking
Yeah.
about it? Okay. Our next one is never have I ever bought supplies for a project I never even started.
Do you want me to open that closet?
I actually think
I
I'm
think I
I
usually start them.
I was gonna say I
You
think I've
know?
started mine.
I
Yeah.
have so many things of fabric for projects that I wanted to make, like dresses and things for myself, but never have the time to do. So I cannot answer yes on that one.
I
Same
start them,
here.
I just don't finish them.
Yeah. Sometimes me too.
I'm a good starter.
I am currently trying to not purchase supplies unless it's like I can't finish the project without supplies or I have an order for it.
Mhm.
Other than that, I literally go through, oh, what did I order this? What did I buy this for? What and try to come up with something to use it for now. That's I'm into like year 2 of that goal.
I like, but at least it's a goal. I like it. So good. Everyone's saying congratulations to Sarah, who was on a second ago, but I think had to leave again. Oh, she's on YouTube now, so that's awesome. Um, Stephanie says, I have a lot of unfinished projects as well. I put them in a bin and forget about them. And lots of people are saying, okay, I need a timeout bin. I need to start a timeout bin.
Seriously, I love
I know
it.
that's a good idea.
The other thing that I did, especially with sewing, smaller sewing projects and crochet things, was I took tote bags and I put everything that I needed. And this is actually how I got through a lot when I was crocheting a lot, how I got through a lot of unfinished projects. I put everything I needed, even if it meant I had to buy an extra crochet hook. I have thousands of them now. So everything I needed was in one bag. And then literally when I needed to go someplace, I could just grab a bag and I would have notes with what needed to be done. Because sometimes I'd find it and be like, this thing's like 5 years old and I don't know what I was thinking.
What was I doing?
And I could grab a bag, look at my notes, and just start working on it. And that was how I got through a lot of things at one
I
point.
love
I still
that.
have plenty of things that I have since started and not finished.
Yeah,
That's
that's
pretty.
really smart.
So good. Okay, I'm gonna jump from crafting to something else. All right. Oh, this one hurts my heart just reading it. I hope every single one of you hold up a paper, but I doubt any single one of us is gonna hold up a paper for this one. Never have I ever accidentally deleted hours of work in a design program. Like
That's
that
the
makes me want to cry.
worst. Oh,
I
just
like the
recently, and my
oh.
computer crashed, and I'm like, oh, I didn't save. I had to start the whole thing over.
You
I
guys,
was
I have an
so mad.
external drive that cost me $3,000 to get repaired just to get like 2 or 3 very important things off of
I
it. Everything
remember.
else we had backed up. But like just these 2 or 3 last things, I hadn't gotten it yet onto our Google Drive. Now I throw everything on the Google Drive first and then I put it on the external drive. But oh my, it like, I mean, it was expensive and then I had to wait. Like, so that was like, it was like time and money because I was like, oh my gosh. There's really, I think, nothing worse.
It is why I finally upgraded my computer.
Yeah, there's nothing worse. Okay. Never have I ever used Comic Sans or Papyrus in a design.
Oh.
Never. Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
wait.
some of you guys are going to get a beating from
Wait,
me.
which one did you say? Am I holding it up if I have used it or haven't?
you are holding it up if you have never used Comic Sans or Papyrus in a design.
Okay, but I have to tell you why.
Lisa and Emily,
I have to tell you why, and it was
there's
recent.
no good excuse.
No, it was incredibly recent.
Oh.
And I think you will actually think this is funny.
Okay.
My son, being a 17-year-old boy, keep in mind, 17-year-old boy sense of humor. I know you have not reached that point yet. It's coming. He decides he wants a new water bottle. He wants a clear yellow water bottle. So, clear plastic so you can see the liquid inside. And he wants it to say piss on the side. So, like, my mug says this might be wine. He wants his to just say piss. And I'm like, okay. And I've used this font for him that looks like, because he's in the robotics team and he likes digital things and whatnot. So I said, do you want me to use that font with the digital? He goes, no, I want Comic Sans.
No, he requested it?
He requested Comic Sans.
Oh my gosh.
Because he goes, I want Comic Sans. It's like,
I don't know.
And
Maybe
you
that
did it
doesn't
for him?
count.
what's that?
Yeah.
Maybe that doesn't count
Oh,
because
it-
with your
it
design
counts.
brief.
Well,
It counts.
the other funny thing that cracked me up is he has seen that video about Papyrus, and he goes, I could ask for that.
That video on Papyrus is one of the best SNL. It's SNL, right? With Ryan
Right,
Gosling. All of you go watch it. There's like, isn't there a part 2
There's a
and
part
three?
two.
There's a part two.
Yeah,
There's a
they're
part
both
2.
hilarious.
It's just like his like total despair over Papyrus
Mhm.
is so delightful. I mean, this is how much I hate Comic Sans. There's an entire episode on the Design Your Life podcast dedicated to Comic Sans, you guys.
I made the mistake one time of making some comment about awfulness of Comic Sans and I just was talking to somebody. I didn't know this person was a teacher, and she got so like this was like a hot topic for her, I guess. And I guess she went into this whole spiel to me about how Comic Sans is good for young children and it's readability for kindergarten different, and she was talking. I'm like, whoa, okay, well you go use it if you want, but anyway, I was like, obviously this is a sensitive issue for you. I'm sorry, but I still hate it.
As a university professor, I can tell you that in the education program, not ours because we don't have one, but in an education program, they do not teach typography. So she's off on a limb. They're not teaching typography there. Comic Sans is a terrible font. It doesn't have a great X height. The width is difficult. It's
Yeah.
harder to read.
Yeah. But yeah, no, she was telling me of all the bad rap that it gets, and it's terrible because it's good for I'm like, okay, sorry. But I don't agree with you. But anyway,
Julie
you go
is
do
so
you.
nice.
I will say, back in the day, way, way back in the day, I'm talking like way back in the day, guys, when it was like not Times New Roman, and I was like, oh, I'm going to put this in my email. This is more fun than, so I wasn't a design project. It was just an email. And I was like, oh, this is cool. This isn't.
In the 80s.
That was not
no.
the question, Asia.
Yeah.
The Asian was, have you ever used Comic Sans? It's not that it's in your design repertoire. You've used it. You should have put your paper down.
You
And
said
I'm
in a
judging you.
design project, so I put my paper up.
So
Okay.
for me, I did not raise my paper for the simple reason this was way before Design Suite, before I learned the proper ways.
She knew.
She's repentant.
Okay, you just wing it, right? So I'm sure there's thousands of people watching this today saying, I've used it, what's the big deal? Right? Until you learn. You'll know it's like, you don't eat yellow snow. It's the same thing, right?
You don't know until you know.
It's on the same par. It's yellow snow.
Once we were on you'll learn the hard way. Okay. So that's why I didn't raise my paper. There you go.
Thanks, you guys. And thank you for learning the ways after the fact. I actually quite approve of your son's. I mean, if it's going to say piss, it might as well say it in a bad font.
Yeah.
Well, he is actually taking a graphic design class this summer. So,
Well, that's why he was asking for Comic Sans and Papyrus. It just feels so rebellious.
well, it's funny because he came home and he said, I have to take a summer school class. It has to be an arts class. He goes, will you pay for me to take the out of district graphic design class? I said, yes. Sure.
So good. I love it. So good. Okay, here we go. Um, Never ever have I ever gotten paint, ink, or glitter all over myself. In my dreams. I feel like 2 days ago when I was trying to get the barn ready for this, I was like, I'm not even painting and I have paint on me. How did that happen? I don't understand it. I do have a great story. So Josh rarely ever paints. And back in the day when I used to paint everything, because I'm especially as a young mom, we had no money. And so like the way you changed up a room was paint, like because you're like, okay, that'll make a big difference. So Josh, my husband, is very tall. He's 6'6". I'm 5'6". There's a foot between us. And I was like, I have this idea. Josh can just do the top of the paint. He'll just like do this like edge because I was like, he's so tall. He barely needs to get even on a ladder. He's like one step on a ladder and he can just reach it, And I was like, this is my brilliant idea and I can do the rest of it. Like he's literally doing what I call like 10% of the painting, like if that, just this little bit. Within 2 minutes, I was begging him to leave. Like it was the biggest disaster. Like it was on the ceiling. It was on the ladder. It was 2 minutes, you guys. It lasted 2 minutes. And I was just like, please leave. I will take care of this. Just don't worry about it. And he was like, what? He thought he was doing a good job. And I was just like, no, like I'm good. I think I can finish this myself. He
As
left.
someone who has painted a room every single month for the past 15 years in my day job, at
Oh,
least
yeah.
one room a month, cutting in is not where you start somebody that doesn't want to paint.
No.
I know, but Emily, I was using his height. I didn't think about the fact that, that's a hard line. But here's the thing, it wasn't just the line, like, getting it on the ceiling stuff. It was like on him and the ladder. And like, I was just like, it can be on this whole wall. You can like any of it can, it was like, no, you will not be painting. We are done.
Yeah, my mom is like you have to I don't know how she does it. She gets paint. You have to pry the paintbrush out of her hand because it's stuck to her hand like with, and I'm like, and so we were doing a project. I can help. I'm like, Mom, we love you. You can keep us company, but we and he was just like, the paint is everywhere, like absolutely everywhere. I don't know how she does it.
What we really want to know, Julie, is do you say the same things to your mom that you say to the rest of us? Like, for example, when she's got it pried in her hand, you go, oh, Mom, that's disappointing.
I do try to say it a little nicer. Like, I'm like, okay, Mom. It's like, we love you, but we'll take it. We don't,
Julie has a reputation on our team for making the sly comment on the side. It's so good. And it's always appropriately timed, but
And the sweetest way.
yeah. Yeah. So often we were playing a round of mini golf up at Bear Lake with our team, and every time we couldn't get it in the hole, which already comes out bad. You can imagine every hole what was being said, okay, as we were doing it. But
Oh.
Julie's comments were always the best. Like on the side, it was just like, oh, that's so disappointing.
That's
it was
my favorite. That was my favorite. Aw, so disappointing.
par 20, just be like, oh.
You did really good for
It
your
really
first
was.
time.
It was like so close, and then you would just go.
I don't like playing mini golf without Julie anymore.
That was so fun. And, that was the first time I think we'd all been together as a team. And, we didn't really know each other. Like we'd been at the other one a little bit, but anyway.
Well, you guys had come as like retreat members before,
Yeah.
but never like in a team setting where we were working. And so that was really funny. Like I felt like everybody's personalities really came out at that one. And I was like, oh, like Julie has it.
Oh, man.
That was funny. So good. Amy's saying back when I was painting books for book of our reproductions, I used to point my brush on the back of my hand and put up my arm, and my fingers were constantly inked and stained. I'm sure I said that wrong. Sorry, Amy. Um, oh, Angela says she doesn't own any pajamas with no paint on them. What's happening in the bedroom at your house, Angela?
I will
Like
say,
some
For the
really
evening
good stuff
YouTube.
is happening at Angela's house. Uh, oh, this is so funny. Stephanie says, always I have a bird that sits with me when I'm crafting and he steps in the paint and gets it all over me. Stephanie.
You have a little cute friend. She's Snow White.
Oh,
there you go.
So good. Oh, so good. Okay. Next one. Never have I ever had a pet or a kid ruin a project I was working on. I mean, Stephanie just pointed out,
Yeah, she precursored that one.
I'm
I don't
trying,
think I have.
like, no kid has ruined one of your projects.
I've had a kid ruin my like Cricut mat,
Yeah, that's not the same though.
but not ever a project. No.
I think I'm also with you. I'm trying to think if my kids know that crafting is my work.
Yeah, I mean, crafting is like the king of the world here. So
I
they
had my
wouldn't dare.
kids when they were young because I had little twins, and I was making a wedding cake for somebody, and I had put it in the fridge, and I open it up and I see little finger gouges on a finished wedding cake. I was so mad, and I had to like strategic afterwards because it was a special fridge dedicated for all my pastry stuff. It got duct taped, like that fridge. When I was done, I put duct tape on it. Yeah, I was not a happy mom that day.
Like, were they like, you could see like the
Yeah,
finger
you
marks?
could see little finger gouges, and they've been eating on the cake.
Oh, that's so bad.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's terrible.
so it wasn't really crafting, but
It's
sort
a
of
project.
it was my craft at the time.
It said a project I've been working on,
Yeah.
and I would definitely count that. How about the rest of you?
I can think of a time, and I don't remember what I was working on. And I actually brought this up last night in our university meeting. Um, I don't honestly remember what I was working on, but I was in the middle of something, and all of a sudden, and with craft paint and everything, and all of a sudden, I look, and my daughter has paint all over her mouth. She was like 2, and I'm like, "What did you do?" And she said, "Blue doesn't taste good."
Oh no. You're like, I think this is non-toxic.
So I think I was like, I don't know what I was doing, but I was very into scrapbooking then, and I would take pictures of everything. I took pictures. I cleaned her up, and a few minutes later, I'm like, I should call poison control.
Oh yeah, like that wasn't the first thing you thought about. You were like, I'm just cleaning this up.
To call poison control until a few minutes later, and so I called poison control, and the woman on the other end of the phone just starts laughing. She goes, "No, I think you actually did it right." She goes, "It's not toxic." But she goes, "But how many people afterwards learn that it's not toxic and they think, oh, I wish I had a picture of that." I had a picture.
That's so good.
And it went in the scrapbook as its own dedicated page to the time that she ate paint. And I don't remember the project, but I just remember that all of a sudden she's like right next to me. And I think I was probably having them, they were probably 2 and 4, probably trying to have them help me and do things, keep them busy at the same time. And she ate the paint.
So cute.
And she is in college for graphic design. So
that feels fitting.
It does feel very fitting.
Super fitting. Okay, here's a good one for all of us. Although I'm trying to think. Never have I ever pretended my crafting space was clean for a Zoom call. Here's the thing. This is clean, but I feel like everybody knows the rest of my office is dirty. Like, I feel like I'm pretty open about it.
like
Oh, no,
pretend.
I've never,
Never have I ever pretended my crafting space was clean for a Zoom call. I mean, I'm not pretending. It's clean right here. Right
Yeah.
here. It's
I guess
clean.
we
The
didn't
whole rest of my
pretend.
office is a
I
disaster.
got a pile of stuff right up, right there.
I
I got,
know. Well,
Can
and I
you
showed you guys
can you
yesterday at the
see?
very end of the call of the barn. I walked you through so you could see like the disaster happening around the sets. Um,
construction disaster is different though.
Construction, but I have a true disaster happening in my office right now. The design business conference was how many weeks ago, you guys? It was March 6th through 8th. I have not unpacked a single box from it. It's just like where Josh laid it all out in my office. I haven't gotten to it. I just don't have time. And I know I'm moving into the barn, hopefully, very soon. So I just really I haven't worried about it. And I
I have
just,
new to me paper sorters, like the thing that and they fit the 8.5 by 11, two of them, they're stacked up. They are literally sitting in the middle of my kitchen. I have to walk around them. They've been there for like 2 weeks now.
yeah,
I got them. I moved them out of my car. I plopped them in the kitchen. They haven't even made it to my craft room yet. I just walk around them.
that's me and this whole construction project this whole time. Wait, the rest of you didn't put up your cards. Does that mean that you're pretending your space is clean, or is your
Oh,
space literally always clean? Asia, is
oh,
your
I don't.
space always clean?
No, but I don't. And that's why I'm like, this one's a hard one for me because I don't ever like say that it is clean, but you know what I mean? I'm not like, I don't know. My office is a disaster.
Asia is very smart. She set her camera up in a spot where she never has to prove it's clean or not. She's got a chair, she's got a cabinet, she's got that,
I
right?
got that
So
corner.
everything else
That's my
happens off
messy
camera,
corner of
like
like
you.
vinyl
But you
and
turn
crap.
yourself, so
It
you're completely
does,
blocking
right?
it. So
Well, I
That
am pretending
table,
right now.
that table right there folds out both sides so you can put like for cutting fabric and stuff, right? So I will have like been working on something and we'll have a meeting. I will take that thing and push it and I'll put the camera on, I'll keep pushing it so it's just out of the camera. And then the whole place is a disaster. It looks like a bomb went off in here. And then all you can see is this. But right now it is clean. So yeah, because I
Yeah,
finished what I was doing.
I
So
feel like your background always looks clean, Lisa.
I was
Like
gonna say,
it's like
always
usually a
has.
very
mess.
clean.
I mean, it's I try
It's
to I can't work if it's chaotic. That's part of my
Oh, you
brain.
would hate my office right now then. Oh
Well, I
my
mean, even
gosh.
my desk, I can't even start in the morning if I don't like, because I will get up at the end of the day and I will just turn the light off, turn the computer off, and go downstairs. And when I come back the next morning, there's papers and notes and everything all over the place. I have to clean it all up. Right, my brain, I'm like, ugh, all I can see is chaos. So,
I actually don't create well in chaos. I like everything to be clean. And so I do think part of the struggle I've had for the last probably 6 weeks since the design business conference, because I feel like that conference, there was so much craziness going on. Then we released the Italy trip. Then we've been working on 4 different live events. Like I have not been able to get a handle on everything. So I'm just like, this is just what it is. And I have to be okay with it. But you guys, the moment everything gets really clean, I will show you guys on like a YouTube live. So, you know. Yeah, Kathy's saying she can't work in a messy space. Brenna says, I once emptied my sink full of dishes to a stack on the counter out of a frame so that I could film a video for a summit. Good job, Brenna. We approve that message. Angela says, I hate to admit my studio is a wreck, but I can't create unless the rest of the house is clean and put together. You know, I'm actually a little bit that way too. Like if the rest of the house is clean, it almost doesn't matter that my studio's a wreck. Anne says, I'm cleaning my office while watching you all. And we like that. That is like double duty right there.
It took me
So
9.5 years to get this room in order, and in January it was the best it's ever been. And I took video, and I kept it really good until yeah, pretty much when I came back from March. That's when I have not done so well. But I have a couple things on the floor behind me that I haven't also gotten into. My new Silhouette and my new Glowforge.
oh my gosh, you got both of those?
I got the Aura. Um, yeah, that's my birthday present, early birthday present for my husband. And then I just decided, you know what? I have a couple things that I'm working on that have an awful lot of that leave an awful lot of scrap on the mats, and I just decided I needed that electrostatic mat before I cut them. So
game changer. I
It is
love
like
that thing.
literally.
I love that
so
thing.
that's getting probably open today or tomorrow. It just arrived yesterday, so,
So good.
Oh, yeah.
or Tuesday.
So good. We're going to use that to transit. Actually, we'll do one, well, we'll do a couple at the very end, but really quick, I want to transition into talking about Master the Machine because everyone who is part of that, sorry, not Emily, but everybody else is teaching some coursework in Master the Machine, and we're doing some really, really cool projects. Master the Machine is 60% off through April 20th. So it's just a short amount of time because it really is a massive amount of coursework that we're giving you guys. We also, you might see us adding to it. We've set it up as a live event. So it's happening May 7th and 8th. You don't have to come to the live event because it will all be put in there. The live event is private. It won't be showcased on the YouTube channel. So you do have to have a ticket to come to it. And then there is a massive amount of coursework. We'll do the quickest going around the room talking about some of the projects you guys are working on and the machines that you're working on. And we will start with Asia. Do you want to kick it off?
Sure. I'll be mostly featuring my Siser Romeo back here. That's why it's back here, because I've been doing the videos for these classes. But I'm going to be doing a, let's see, a decal, a vinyl decal, car decal. Then I'm doing, what am I doing? Oh, stickers. We're doing stickers on the Romeo. Oh, you guys love it. And then I'm also working on how to use the Siser machine and the Leonardo software that goes along with the Siser machine. So if you've ever wondered, how to work this thing, we're going to go ahead and do that. And then we have a surprise large, since this one, the Romeo, is actually the large format 24-inch machine. Then we're going to do a large format project as well. So.
Yeah, super good. Lisa, you want to talk about what you're putting together?
So I'm focused mainly on the Silhouette. So I'm going to do, like Asia said, I'm going to do a little getting started with Silhouette, kind of go over the software and the cutting machine itself. Mine is back there right now. I usually have my heat press up there, but because I was doing all the filming and stuff for that, I have the electrostatic mat, which is a total game changer. It is such a good thing. So I'm doing a 3D house, which actually made a doghouse. It's over there, if you guys can see it, a little thing. And then I'm doing a card with actually using the heat pen, which we're going to foil the words on for the card and make it a 3D shadow box card. And then in the getting started, there's I show you how to layer things, and it's a little butterfly, and how to do a script and how to weld that together. So when you cut it out, it's one piece, not one bunch of different little pieces. So it's a lot of fun. I really love using my Silhouette. So, but yeah, so I focus on Silhouette. That's what I have. So.
Shara?
So I am a Cricut girl. So I am going to demonstrate how to get started with your Cricut. And one of the projects that I am doing in that one, it's a simple project, but it's fun, and you get the free file for it. So it's this little tag, this little mushroom tag. So that's just part of that little project. And then I am doing a pop-up box on my Cricut. Whoa, and this is what it looks like. And this is actually Karina's little cutesy design. And then I'm showing you how you can put handwriting on your 3D project. So with the Cricut. And then the other thing I'm doing is showing you how to make little girls' bows out of bow leather. So we're doing these cute little lippy bows for little girls.
So cute. Julie? You're muted, Julie.
Mine,
Oh, no, you're
mine
not.
that-
It just
What?
wasn't coming through. I thought you were muted, but you're
Oh.
not.
So I am doing, my classes are featuring my Caesar Juliet. And so I think one of the little live things or classes I'm on Cricut too, but mostly my classes are showing. So I have a little, I don't know if you can see this, Mother's Day card that's like a little shadow box card. And then I'm also showing how to do this vinyl project, which is a wood sign. So those are my projects for
Yeah. So we do have we're talking about the projects, but interestingly enough, we've set this up so that it's getting started in every single one of the machines. So we show you that. And you guys, I just learned that the giveaway today is a Silhouette Cameo 5. We're giving you guys, someone is getting a Silhouette Cameo 5 today. So like, just hold on one second. I have to check with Sarah to see who is receiving that. So just stay tuned here. Okay, so we're giving away
That's
Silhouette.
what's on my floor behind me.
Thank you, Silhouette, because they are a sponsor of this event. So we're super excited to give that away this morning. So, which is appropriate since we're talking about Master the Machine. So, every Master of the Machine, by the way, you guys, we're doing these types of giveaways, if not bigger, at the Master of the Machine event, which like you would have to also be live for. So the Master of the Machine event has a starter course, like a starter hour, 30 minutes to an hour long video on just how to use the machine. This is something that we really haven't done in the past. And as we were doing this, we were kind of doing it thinking about you guys, Design Suite members. Like we were like, we need to give them something that makes sense. And so that's why we're doing this huge discount at the beginning, because eventually it is just going to be a course for $297, and right now it is 60% off. Okay, so this is probably the cheapest you'll ever see it because it's starter courses on how to use all 3 machines. Okay, it is intermediate projects to help you understand, and we're trying to show you a lot of things. You saw vinyl, you saw leather bows, you heard foil, like trying to show you a lot of different things in all the different machines. Asia and I both do large format machines. So, and I'm going to also be teaching one class on how you can design in Illustrator. So we've given you a little bit of everything here to make it really, really fun. Right. Yeah, it is such a fantastic giveaway. Okay, let me just see who the winner is. Sorry, I have to go to my Slack channel, you guys. I'm seeing like all the giveaway winners. Amy Butler. Amy Butler. Congratulations. You won a Silhouette Cameo 5. Oh my gosh, you're like the last person who just made a comment too. She said that would be awesome. I have a Cricut maker and I'm getting very interested in the Silhouette because of the different software and abilities. Congratulations. Oh, you're going to have to get yourself an electrostatic mat.
I know, that's what I was
Yes.
going to say.
Yeah.
You are going to,
Electrostatic
Amy.
mat.
Amy, all you have to do is we have that at customerservice.karinagardner@gmail.com. If you will send us your address, we will have Silhouette send you that machine. And by the way, you guys, you probably don't know this, but the karinagardner.com website, we are actually a Silhouette dealer. So you can purchase Silhouette products from our website. Okay. So if you're looking for electrostatic mat, come check it out. Okay. Congratulations. So amazing. Okay. I want to end today on one last never have I ever. I bet you guys have all done this one. I don't know if I can do that. Okay. Here it is. Never have I ever taken a selfie just to check my hair. Lisa's the only not vain one.
I seriously have never taken a selfie of myself to check my hair. I'm pretty much
I'm gonna
don't
go with not
care.
to check my hair, but I've
Messy hair, don't care, out I go. But my man that I live with has a mirror everywhere in the house, and he is constantly like, before he goes out, there's a mirror in the garage, there's a mirror in the front of the hallway.
Okay,
I'm just like, well, let's go.
I'm like, we still have 2 more minutes, and I think I'm gonna go through a whole bunch of these really fast. Are you guys ready?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna do it because I want to read it and see it. So you guys ready? Listen in. Never have I ever regifted a gift. Oh, you guys are good. Never have I ever accidentally liked an old photo while stalking someone on social media.
I don't stalk people on social media.
Never have I ever talked to my pet as if they were a human. Lisa's
Daily
like,
occurrence. I
I
get up in the
muted
morning
myself
and
a
tell
minute
him,
ago.
I'm gonna go make my coffee. Don't get up. I'll be right back. Because I pet him. I love you. And I come back and he's still laying there like, okay. All right, I'm gonna put the bed up, so be careful.
never have I ever laughed so hard I cried.
Oh, that's
I
always You
That
have to
happens a
add
lot.
and peed your pants.
That's what I was about to
Oh my
say.
That
gosh.
one.
Yeah.
Yes. And
And I
Never have
still
I
can't
ever
hold
laughed so
on to
hard I
that
peed my
one either.
pants. Let's see, who's gonna raise theirs?
Uh,
I always pee my pants for that.
Asia, it's coming, girl. It's
I
coming.
know. Never have I ever tripped in public and pretended it didn't happen.
Oh my gosh, you guys, I fell up an escalator once because I decided to go back up it in the middle of the mall and went, oh, I made the loudest noise ever. I was like,
You know how like a kid falls down and instead of like, before they start crying, you're like, yay, good job, good job. I did that to myself once. All of a sudden I'm like, why the hell? There's people around and I'm like,
it's okay, you're good.
All right.
I think I made it worse.
Here's another one. Never have I ever forgotten to mute myself during a virtual meeting.
oh,
I
I've
think
done
I've
that.
never done that.
I don't think I've ever done
You
that.
just forget to turn your mic on. You're
I
always
know
do
that.
this.
It's the opposite for you.
You come in hot. Totally
I
off.
know. I'll like be muted and they can see me being like, like for a meeting. And my favorite is Shara. Shara is the one who's always like, you're muted.
You're muted.
You did it last night in the
Because I came straight from our 2:00 meeting and I had a 3:30 and you guys know Zoom wasn't working. So it was like this really weird thing. Zoom wasn't working. And so I just headed directly into our university meeting. And I thought I was talking. No, I was mic'd, Never have I ever been watched an entire show in one day. I don't think I've done an entire show in one day.
Mm-mm.
Probably in one day.
I'm not a TV watcher.
I am, but what show did you do it to, Lisa?
Landman.
I don't even know what that is.
It was like 8 episodes, and I just like watched the first 2 and just got sucked into it, and it just stayed there all day. I'm like, oh, this is so good. It's just those little 8, like 8 episodes. There was another one we just did recently that was new, that was like, it's the one with Kate Hudson, the basketball one.
Oh, that one's good.
Oh,
I binged that one. That's recent. That's real recent. I don't even remember the name of it. Don't ask me the name. I just remember it was Kate Hudson. It was a basketball thing. So
Because you binged it in one day. It was like in your short-term memory. It's like not even long-term memory at that point. Emily, what did you binge watch in a day?
The first Bridgerton season. I know I did that
Oh.
one. And the other one that recently is the Nobody Wants This.
mm.
What is that?
Yeah.
Who's
I
in that?
started that one.
That one's Netflix also, I think.
Is that Kristen Bell?
Kristen Bell. Yeah.
I haven't watched that yet. Is that worth a watch?
It's so funny.
Okay.
It's so good.
I might have done that one too.
Yeah. And then I convinced my husband to watch it, and he ended up binging the entire season too.
Yeah, that's good. No, I don't think I've ever binged something in a day. I've gotten close. I mean, Bridgerton would be one, but it's like I can only get about halfway through before I start something else.
I think I was up till like 3, 4 in the morning because I started it and I was only going to watch an episode. And then I just stayed up all night and watched it.
Yeah, someone said
I did
Rashonda's
watch the Year in a Life in the Year in a Life of the Gilmore Girls when those came out the very first time when the 4 I watched the whole. I mean, I was
I did too,
The
but
whole
I didn't.
thing.
I don't really consider that because it was only
There was
4.
like 4 episodes. Yeah, we binged that too.
They binged it. I still consider it when I watch it from first. There's no more when I'm done at the end of the day. That's to me, that's a
Technically, you
binge.
did then, Karina. You binged the whole thing.
I watched all of Gilmore Girls, all 7 seasons plus a year. I've watched that all the way through probably at least 4 times. I feel like I know it so well. It's like a tiny bit scary, especially when my kids so one of the sayings at our house is, oi, with the poodles already, which totally comes from that. So anyway, Rashonda, oh, I said your name correctly. That hardly ever happens. So that was like a big win on my part. She said she did that yesterday. She watched North of North. Brenna said she also liked Landman. Nobody Wants This is really good. Let's see. Oh, Brenna says that when she was in the hospital for a month with her son, they watched all of Big Bang Theory in a week. That would be a lot. How many seasons is there of that? There's a lot.
Yeah, a lot.
Yeah.
When I was pregnant with my last one, I was so sick. I was in bed for like a month, and my poor little, youngest, because or at the time he was my youngest. He was like, what? He would have been 3, almost 4. And we watched all of MacGyver for a month, but I never got it done in one day. So I went back to my old school 80s roots of, MacGyver and watched a lot of that. Well, it's pregnant.
Oh my gosh. Did you like MacGyver?
I loved MacGyver growing up. And the funny thing is the guy's name is Richard Dean Anderson. And I'm an Anderson by my maiden name. So we're like, we're so silly, but fun. I love that show.
So good. Big Bang Theory has 12 seasons. That's a lot in a single week. That is a lot. So good. You guys, thank you so much for joining us today. We'll see you at 2:00 for our next live. We're going to be doing book club, which will be fun. We're going to do a book panel, talk about favorite books, which is ironic because this group could probably do that really well as well, because I know them so well. Emily's been with me. It's like the coach has been with me, but like Emily,
2 weeks after Lisa.
Yeah.
Very beginning of October that year, because
almost 4 years as well, which is so time does pass, right? Yeah, so crazy. Anyway, we have loved having you guys. Thank you for joining us. Keep up the amazing work on Summit. Go watch these amazing presentations. People have put so much work into them, and I hope you enjoy them. Make sure that you're getting on the freebie page and downloading. And then if you have any questions, hang out with us in the event community today, because we'd love to see you there. Everybody have such an amazing day, and we'll see you guys soon. Bye.